More often than anything else in this world, it's us who holds us back and prevents us from achieving what we want to achieve and going where we want to go. We may feel like we are not good enough, like we don't have those valuable skills. We failed so many times that we will just never make it. And we have these beliefs and we take them as complete truth. Don't even try. Don't even imagine that we could actually make it work. Hey, my name is Vicky Langel, and I'm here to help you to expand your consciousness, release old traumas and old beliefs, and elevate your life. In today's video, I really want to talk to you about how shifting your perception can unlock your potential and allow you to expand in new ways. We create a certain belief, we are creating it from level of consciousness we are currently in. And as you grow and you expand your consciousness and you become a new person, many of these old, outdated beliefs are still lingering in our subconscious mind and forming our life, helping us to make decisions, or are they helping? And are just like so deeply engraved in your existence, you don't even pay attention to them anymore. Like you don't even know they are there, but they are forming your life. You're shaping your reality. So it's good to sometimes have a better look on what it is you actually believe. So to give you a little backstory, back almost a decade ago, like I think it was about 8 years ago, I had this big dream of writing a blog. I wanted to always write about expansion of consciousness, and I wanted to inspire people to follow their dreams and do what they're really passionate about. Back then, the format I chose was writing. I manifested someone who actually created this website for me, and all I had to do was write. But it was just very shortly after I left a really long relationship and also a country I was born in. So my English wasn't that great, and also I was much earlier in my journey, and I was using a lot of my past relationship as an example in my writing. And I think eventually, because I realized how personal it was, I kind of got this writing block and I couldn't write anymore. Eventually, I just stopped paying for the blog and decided that that's it, this is not for me. I didn't succeed in this, I actually failed. And even though I wasn't loud about it, it was really, really eating me up on inside. And I just truly felt that it was a failure, that I kind of did something wrong. Until just recently, I was a part of this course. It was called Conscious Accelerator. And and no, please, I'm on limited time, 5 minutes. I'm about to fly to Sydney, so Melvin is a little emotional and requires my attention. I was part of this course, and we were doing different type of exercises, journaling, and different type of meditations. And throughout that process, I was really reflecting back on this time of my life. I was feeling into like, why have I stopped? What does that mean? And it's just this like, that aha moment. When those happens, when you're like, oh, that's right. What was I thinking before? I had this limiting belief in my subconscious mind I wasn't even paying attention to anymore. That I failed and I cannot do this. I cannot express myself. Because if I express myself, I may hurt someone else's feelings. And it's not okay, it's not good, and I'm not doing it. For years, I had this limiting belief, even though I really, really wanted to express myself in a creative ways and help people to expand their consciousness because I have such base of knowledge. And I just realized that how for so many years this was like a block. It was I couldn't do it because I felt like I failed. Until I realized that how is that something bad that I tried and then it didn't work, so I let it go. It wasn't my way. It's okay to change your mind about doing something. It's okay to try a different way. What is not okay is to be held down by your past, to not be able to expand, to grow, to move towards new direction just because you did something in the past that didn't work out for you. Before, it was an anchor which was weighing me down. There was a desire inside of me which wanted to express, which wanted to help. But then there was this big anchor of like, but you failed. You don't know what you're doing. You went too far. You hurt some feelings. You can't express. Your English not that good. All of this was weighing me down until I looked at it. I didn't even know it was there, you know. It was just like so deep in the subconscious until I truly looked at it and I was like, hang on. What do you mean? So suddenly the shift for me was about this is not a failure. This is an empowerment for me because back then, back almost a decade ago, I was already on this path, doing my best in helping people to expand their minds, trying this type of format, trying this type of way, and it didn't work, so I let it go. It is an empowerment that back then I was already doing that. Even through all the limitations, I pushed through and I just did it. Magic how this blog even came to me, and until this day, it is a very important part of my life. It was an important part of my growth. It became this empowerment for me to show to myself like, wow, you look how far you've come. It was a beautiful shift in consciousness. It's not holding me back anymore. It became an empowerment. And that is usually what happens with these limiting beliefs of or these challenges we are being faced again and again and again with. Those exact things become this enormous empowerment on our journey, because once we overcome those hurdles, they release such a power, you know, and all that power flows back to us so we can use it. It's a beautiful process. It's us, no one else. There's no one on the gate waiting and forbidding you to enter. And so what I would like you to do is, you know, I hear often, I don't know what is my passion. I don't know what I'm good at. I don't know this. Well, maybe you don't know just because you're not paying attention to it. Maybe you don't know just because you pushed it so far down, covered it with all the important things instead of like exploring actually what brings you joy, what lights you up when you talk about, what lights you up when you're thinking of doing. We all have that. And if you truly don't know, you can look back into your childhood, and I promise you that you will find something there that truly lighted you up before. And you're thinking that you cannot do it because like what it will like be like, how will you earn money, how will you pay your bills, this is just like a childhood dream. I'll tell you one thing to it: if there is a will, there is a way. If you were given this inspiration to do something, to bring something into reality, it's because there is someone out there who is waiting for you to deliver. You are stopping them from achieving what they want because you are not doing what you are meant to do, what you are feeling inspired to do. And so if you know already what that something is, or you have like a vague idea, you really do not need to know exact product at the end. We just kind of know the direction. So if you do know that, then ask yourself, what is stopping me? Sometimes can be money. If money was not an issue, what would I do? What is holding me back? Why am I not pursuing this thing? What would need to change for me to be able to pursue this? What would I need to believe about myself to be able to do this thing I truly want to do? Whose voice is talking in my head, saying me I cannot do this? When did this start? Those are some powerful questions you can ask yourself. I always, in all scenarios, recommend journaling. Kind of like an automatic journaling, like you write the question on the top and then just write. Don't think about it. Don't think too much. Just let it write and read your answers after. You can do whatever you desire. You just have to believe it. Thank you so much for listening. getting that far. I truly hope that it brought you some value, some expansion, some elevation into your frequency. And I thank you for subscribing and for liking this video because that will help it grow. Thank you so much, and I wish you a wonderful day. Hasta la vista, baby.